So we are back with part 2 of me sharing my playlist with you. Alright. Oh my god, I'm such a 5-year-old. Like with the handy dandy cellular device. I really don't know where I left off. Sorry to say. I think maybe the last song I talked about was Issues. Maybe I'm totally wrong. No, I remember saying Marilyn Manson. Panic at the Disco. That's where I was. I was trying to figure out the name of the song, which is New Perspective, just popped into my head. That doesn't start with a W at all, like I said it did before. My bad for probably confusing the fuck out of you with trying to figure out the name of that song because it didn't start with a W at all. Oops, my bad. Go away. I'm making a video. So alright, so this camera's like every time I get a message it like lags. So if that shows up in the video, then I apologize. Like I said, this computer is kinda it's not even mine, it's my dad's. So it's like a new thing. I don't know. Anyways, back to what I was saying to you. New Perspective. It's all about turning things around, I suppose. I don't really know how to explain it. You know, Panic at the Disco has all these little terms and analogies and similes and stuff. And if you listen to them on a regular basis and you do know a few of their songs, you do know that not much of what they say makes sense unless you listen to it repeatedly and like really like if you have that strange mind kind of thing going on like this with the doors closing and stuff like that. Definitely like this video if you got the thing about the doors closing though, because that means we can be best friends because you listen to Panic at the Disco and that just automatically means I love you. So Papa Roach, which I believe I did mention in the last video because I said something about scars. I have Rammstein on here. Red Hot Chili Peppers. Rolling Stones. For Weezer. Sorry, I didn't take a nap today. Not that I usually do. So I don't know why I thought that made a difference, but Semisonic, Closing Time by them, actually, the song I just scrolled past. I don't know how to explain it, but that's one of them. It's one of those interpret it how you so choose kind of ones, like a couple of the ones I mentioned in the last part. Skillet. Oh my god, Skillet. Skillet. If you don't listen to Skillet, you need to go do it. Like right now. Like just completely stop watching my face move and just go listen to Skillet. Like right now. I'm so serious. Like you need to go listen to Skillet. Like right now if you don't already listen to them. Because if you already listen to them, then you can keep watching my face move. But if you've like never heard of Skillet before, you need to like go look up Skillet. For real. Like every single song by them. I don't even care what song it is. Preferably though, listen to Open Wounds because that's the song I'm about to talk about. And then, I mean, like, you could listen to that and then come back and, like, watch my face move. Some more. Because that song is just, like, is basically, oh my god, I'm so sorry, I feel so rude. And I can't even edit this out because I don't fucking know how. And this is kind of a shitty laptop basement video. So, open wounds. It's, it's pretty much a song saying, stop telling me you give a fuck about me when you're the reason I am so depressed. And it makes me not sad anymore. And I love it. Because it's kind of one of those songs where it takes the pressure off you and takes the blame that you feel towards yourself. And it makes you think about the one person you're really upset with, and it just makes you like take all the blame like out of yourself and like throw it at them so you don't feel so bad about yourself anymore, and then you just think that you like in your brain that like they're the asshole. So whatever. Sick Puppies, all the same. This song kinda like it's about relationships, one would assume, but I feel like listening to the songs, actually listening to the words in the songs and stuff, you could use it as like a coping skill towards any type of personal relationship, you know, a friendship, partnership, relationship, you know, whatever you want to use it about. It's pretty much like, stop threatening to leave me. We both know you love me. Like, you don't need to threaten. You know, you don't need to try to hurt me every 2 seconds when we both know you're just gonna stick around and you're just gonna keep trying to hurt me, but it's not really gonna work because I know you're just gonna stay around and keep doing it because that's just like the person you are, I guess, or that's how I interpret it anyways. Like I said in the last one, all these descriptions I'm giving you is how I interpret it, and if you go listen to the songs, you can interpret them the way I say them, or the way you hear them, or the way you read a different description, or listen to a different description of them. I don't know. This is the way I interpret them. Sleeping with Friends, which I only have one song of on my phone, because I was never really the biggest fan. I never really got into the whole like girly band type deal. I was always into like the more screamo and not so much the I don't know really how to describe them. I don't want to offend anybody by saying girly band, but you know those like typical teenage emo bands that you know with the lead singer that is his voice is just like you know what I mean? Like that was terrible. That sounds nothing like Calvin Klein does, or like bands like Pierce the Veil and stuff. Like you know what I mean? You know what I mean? I'm not even explaining it. You know what I mean? Soundgarden, Led Zeppelin, Superchick. Actually, I only have 2 songs by her on here because I'm pretty sure I've only heard 2 songs by her. But her song Courage, it's actually really really helpful and like really really helpful if you have like an eating disorder, and that's what that song's about. It's actually really like heart touching, and it really makes you feel like you're not alone in what you're going through. So I love that one. And Stand in the Rain by her. It's all about standing up for yourself, standing up for what you believe in, and standing tall and just standing strong no matter what you're going through, because you can make it through anything. Sublime, I think I already said Sublime. Suffocate, Sum 41. Did I already say 118? I'm pretty sure I did. Criminal Choice. I think I already said Mayday Parade. Trap. Hypo Negative. The Used. Oh my god, if you don't listen to The Used, you should totally listen to The Used. I would suggest, if you're gonna listen to them as a coping skill, you either listen to Earthquake or On My Own. And Earthquake could either be taken as a breakup song, which makes sense if you listen to the words, but The Used, very similar to Panic at the Disco, not in sound but in lyrics. Use a lot of different terms and ways of saying things that kind of don't make much sense until you listen to them forever and they get stuck in your head and you're just like, wait a minute, I know what that means. Like a week after you heard the song. Yeah. So, I don't really think I can properly explain those ones to you. I can't really use examples from the song because it's, like I said, they don't really make much sense the first couple times you hear them. But once you really hear what they're saying a few times, it helps out. Woe Is Me is a very influential band, or it has been in my life. Mostly Story to Tell, and why is this at the beginning of the list? I'm sorry. A Story to Tell by Woe Is Me. Sorry, just making sure I close the door. It's about, someone who thinks they're better than you, downgrading you, and you pretty much standing up and saying, like, fuck you. Like, you can say whatever the fuck you want. We all know you're the shitty person here. And that song got me through a lot. So if you haven't heard that one, definitely go listen to that, because it's a really good song. That and their song I've Told You Once is also very, very helpful, along with just about all their other songs. But these two songs have been the two most influential ones in my life. I've Told You Once is more so about someone stabbing you in the back, per se, and, starting problems with you all the time, and pretty much you just, once again being like, fuck you, bro, whatever. Some things, just because I don't want to make this video absolutely super duper long, not because I don't want to sit here and talk, but just because I'm sure with the way the sound on this thing is and everything that you guys don't really want to sit here and listen to me talk so much, especially since I've already shared so much of my music with you, and I don't really think many of you care to hear anymore at this point. But, I mean, if you do, by all means comment, I'll share more of it. A few last second bands and things that I listen to a lot, that I'm not going to go into detail and describe and stuff like I did with a couple of the other songs. Motionless in White has been a huge part of my life since I want to say 14 years old. No matter what kind of mood I'm in, if I put on a Motionless in White song, it doesn't even matter what song it is. I'm just automatic happy all the time. Watsky, um, I'm not so sure if he's more so just a YouTube kind of star, or he actually has CDs and stuff. I've never seen a CD of his in like FYE or Best Buy or anything, but if you look up Watsky on YouTube, he's pretty famous on there. So, I don't know why I'm like completely spacing out right now. Like I listen to so much music, I don't understand. Country, actually, I listen to a lot of country. Not so much new country, but like the country I was raised on. I don't know if you guys had parents that were like super duper like hardcore only listen to country, but another band is We the Kings. I listen to Attila. Um, so I'm going through my YouTube list to try to find more bands to tell you guys that I may have forgotten. The Lonely Island, they're kind of just like a parody type band. Like if you've ever heard I'm on a Boat or Jizz in My Pants, that's by The Lonely Island. A Jamestown Story, very, very, very influential band, especially if you go on and listen to Goodbye, I'm Sorry by them. Actually, I don't suggest that if you're like super, super suicidal because it is about suicide and it might push you a little bit further. I know it did when I was younger, but now when I listen to it, it kind of just reminds me like, you know what, I overcame that and I'm still here. I'm not dead yet, especially not by my own hands. Escape the Fate I do listen to sometimes, not so much anymore. I listened to them more so when Ronnie Radke was their lead singer, and not whoever the new guy is, because let's face it, Ronnie Radke is like the best person ever. Okay, maybe not the best person ever, but I definitely love him. Every Avenue is really good. Wow, guys, I definitely listened to My Shiny Teeth and Me. You know, if you ever watched The Fairly Odd Parents, you should know what that is. It's that Chip Skylark song. But you know what I mean? No, probably not. Maybe. You watch kid shows? I don't know. I do. Um, Swizz. I think I might have said that because that was in my playlist. Um, Prospect Hill. Prospect Hill is really, really good. They're not super duper famous, so I don't know if you'll be able to find a CD of them or anything, but definitely if you look Prospect Hill up on YouTube, you will find them. And you could listen to like Roller Coaster or Patriots Anthem or one of those things. Bob Marley definitely. I listen to a lot of punk goes pop, and I know a lot of those are the girly bands I was talking about, but some of them aren't. I don't know. I just like punk goes pop because it's just pretty good. Sugar Ray. I'm not sure if I mentioned Five Finger Death Punch, but they were in my playlist, so I don't listen to Black Veil Brides on a regular basis. The only song I like by them is Savior. Really, really good song. Definitely a coping skill song. I don't know why that isn't in my playlist because I love them. Aerosmith, Queen, definitely, definitely Bring Me the Horizon. Rio Speedwagon, Hollywood Undead, I think I said them. Counting Crows, definitely. Death Cab for Cutie, the only song I like by them is I Will Follow You Into the Dark. Macklemore, Simple Plan. And It's Okay. Puddle of Mud. And I'm gonna say that's it at this point. There's probably plenty of other bands and people that I listen to and that have had a giant influence on my life. Like I said, I just wanted to throw a couple last minute ones in there. I'm not going into detail about it because everyone's probably sick of listening to me talk at this point. But maybe I'll make more music related videos. I'll do like my top 10 favorite songs ever or something. Or of right now. Anyways, because my favorite song changes like every 2 days. Anyways, that's it for this video. I will talk to you guys next video. If you like listening to me talk and watching my face move and such, then definitely subscribe because that would be cool. But yeah, that's it for now. Bye guys.